Yeah. Okay, let's share the screen and get moving. All right, I decided to put a little picture of me playing in the leaves because it's the first day of fall. Happy first day of fall. Who here likes to rake leaves and jump into the pile? Anybody? Katie does. I do. It makes the work of raking it all together worth it. Because if not, if you're just raking it, it's just a chore. It's just work. But then if you have the reward of jumping in the big pile, it's a lot of fun.
My mom
So,
makes me
that's
work
pretty
the
accurate.
leaves, so when she's not looking, I just step in.
Oh, you do?
I
You
have
just
never
sneak in?
jumped in those leaves.
Oh, you'll have to do it this year, Sarah. It's a lot of fun.
And then
It's
when
pretty
she
accurate.
comes,
for
and
every
then when she
fall.
comes back, I just put all the leaves on top of me and pretend like it's just a big pile.
And you could jump out and scare her. So happy first day of fall, September 22nd. Classwork for today, we're going to review Unit 1. As we've been doing the last couple of days, today and yesterday, we have been reviewing. We did a short quiz yesterday, which I will return to you tomorrow morning, and we will go over it. Tomorrow, I'm going to have you start the assessment, Unit 1 assessment. Just so if you don't finish, we have Thursday, or we have a chance to talk about it on Thursday. So that's the plan as of right now. You'll have a test over, an assessment over factor pairs, multiples, prime, composite numbers, all those fun things we've been learning. Right, Sarah? It's your mustache. Okay, so classwork, like I said today, review Unit 1. Those who are on iReady, I need you to keep working through those. Adelina, I think, is one of them. There might be a couple more that are here. I need you to keep powering through iReady for me, okay? Our target for today, yesterday and tomorrow, when we had the quiz yesterday, assessment tomorrow, test our understanding of factor pairs, multiples, prime and composite numbers by completing the Unit 1B checkpoint, which we started yesterday. We'll review kind of those main topics and then assessment tomorrow. Homework. Unit 1B checkpoint. That quiz we did yesterday is due tonight at midnight. Section B, practice problems. That's what we're going to start today. It'll be homework if we don't finish. Okay, but first block finished, so they don't have homework. So I'm hoping the same for us. Okay. So I kind of started to explain these guys, didn't I?
Yes.
Little eggs on Dojo. Okay, so
Yeah.
probably on Thursday, I'll explain it a little bit more, and kind of lay down the ground rules for it. But I will say we're going to start some point tracking today, mainly for participation. Okay, so anytime you raise your hand and you give a response that's working towards us finding the answer, you will get 1 point for participation. Okay, remember that these eggs start to hatch after a certain amount of points that I'll tell you on either tomorrow or Thursday. So you want more and more points. Camila?
Do you still get a point for participating even though you got it wrong?
Yes, of course. Yep. The main thing that we are trying to encourage is you raising your hand, participating, being on task, helping us find the answer. Right? If you get the wrong answer, you'll still get the point. Sound good?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good. Okay, let me get. I track it on my phone, so I can at any point in time add those points. Okay. So as a reminder, like I said, this is just for keeping track of points. So we'll start with participation today and see where it takes us. So I'm gonna get block 2 up. Not checkpoint, practice problems. Okay, let me share my screen.
Great.
So you should see section B, practice problems. This is in your workbook. It was also just assigned in Teams assignments. Just in case we don't finish, you can do it as homework. But it's listed as page 36 in the packet. I believe it's page 38 in the workbook. Okay. Add 2 to that number. 38 gives us our workbook number. A section B practice problems. Remember, we had a section A and a section B. Section A introduced you to factors and multiples, prime and composite numbers. Section B is, let me make sure that we're on mute. Section B was just the second half of what we've learned in this unit. So section B is applying what we learned in section A about factors and multiples and how those work in the real world. That's what we did in section B. So the section B practice problems, if you understand these and are able to, if you feel comfortable and confident in answering these questions, you're in a good spot for the assessment tomorrow. All right, so let's dive right in. Remember, I like to highlight as I go through the problems. As I get more and more information, I highlight the important things. So I would encourage you to do the same. Anything you see me highlight, I want you to underline or highlight, if you have a highlighter, on your page. Okay. So pins are sold in packages of 5 and also in packages of 6. So those are important. Anything with numbers, I like to highlight it because it's important information. Jada, so the first part of this question, Jada wants to buy 60 pins for her class. Which packages of pins and how many should Jada buy if she doesn't want any extras? Okay, so we're trying to find which packages are we supposed to get, and then how many of those should we get? And she doesn't want any extras, so it's got to be the perfect amount. Okay, explain or show your reasoning. So how would I solve this problem here? Any ideas? Camila, is your hand up to answer this question?
Yeah.
Awesome, go for it.
5 times 12.
Okay, walk me through your thinking there. Also, I'm going to close down Dojo because every time I give a point, it's gonna make that little ding. So Camila's on the board with a point. She's got the first point in block 2 history right now. So let me, switch over. There we go.
I skipped counted by 5s to get to 60. And then I counted how much numbers I had to go through, and I got 12.
So you skip counted by 5. So you went 5, 10, 15, ... 50, 55, 60, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you said you went through and you numbered which one you were at?
Yeah.
Like how many there were? And you said on the 12th one, you were at 60?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what math problem could we write down to express this, to show our work in a simple math problem?
12 times 5.
Yeah, 12 times 5. There are 12 groups of 5. So if we were to give us an answer here, which package of pins and how many should Jada buy? She doesn't want any extras. Well, Camila's saying packages of 5. So packages of 5. I might even move this and say 12 packages of 5, because 12 times 5 equals 60. Okay, I know it's kind of small. Hopefully you can see it. So Camila says 12 packages of 5, because 12 times 5 equals 60. Could we choose another package? Elizabeth, is your hand up to answer?
No, I just want to tell you, which page is it?
Page 38.
Of the workbook?
It's page in the workbook. It's page 38. Yeah, 36 in the packet, which is what I printed off of here. But the workbook's +2. Okay, so we figured out that packages of 5 will get us to 60. Could we also get there in packages of 6? What do you girls think? Could we skip count by 6 and land on 60? Elizabeth?
No.
No, you can't?
No, you can't.
Okay, did you try skip counting?
Yeah.
Okay, let's skip count together and see what we get. Okay, so help me skip count by 6. Can you help me, Elizabeth? If I start at 6 and skip count by 6,
6,
which numbers do I land on?
6, 12,
Okay,
12,
yep,
18,
yep.
24,
Okay,
wait, never mind. It could
Ick.
go to 60.
Okay, and what do we need to multiply it by to get there?
Mm. 6 times. Six times.
You want to phone a friend?
Yeah.
Okay, let's phone Katie. See if Katie can help us.
Yes, you can jump by 6 to 60 because 6
Okay.
times
Go ahead.
6 times 9,
Very close.
10.
Yeah, 6 times 10 equals 60. Remember when we multiply by 10, we just add a 0 to the number we're multiplying it by? So in this case, 6 times 10 just adds a 0 right after 6 and gives us 60.
I didn't count with my fingers. I just wrote it on my book.
Nice.
60.
Yep. So, yep, we can always write our skip counting out and count how many times we make that jump. So, yep, we can get 10 packages of 6 because 10 times 6 equals 60. Nice job, Katie. Nice job, Elizabeth. Nice job, Camila, for that. All 3 of you have earned a point and you're working towards hatching the egg. Nice job. Let's look at B. Han wants to buy 55 pins for his class. Which packages of pins and how many should Han buy? Explain or show your reasoning. So I'm going to go through and highlight again. Han wants to buy 55 pins this time. Which packages and how many should Han buy? What do you girls think? Camila, do you have an answer?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
I skip counted by 5s.
Okay, so packages of 5. Okay, and how many times did you have to skip count by 5 to get to 55?
11.
11 times. If I were to write that as multiplication, what would I write?
5 times 11.
Because 5 times 11 equals 55. Nice job. Can we do it by 6s, Camila? If we skip count by 6, will we land on it?
No.
No, we cannot. In fact, I even, in my little skip counting over here that I did with Elizabeth, and I jumped ahead, we actually landed on 54, just before 55. So we don't land on 55 when we count by sixes. So if he needed 55 and that's he couldn't have any extras, then 11 packages of 5 would be the amount he would need. Nice job, Camila. Up to 2 points there. Okay, looking at 2. Find the factor pairs of 36. Okay, find the factor pairs of 36. Remember, we made factor rainbows. We started at 1 and we checked off numbers to see if we had any factors, other factors to make a factor pair with. So who can help me make a factor rainbow of the factor pairs of 36? Oh, Katie's waiting in the lobby. I didn't see that she left. Got kicked off. Okay, I see Camila's hand, and I'm going to give her a point for participating because she's being active right now. So even though I didn't call on her, she's got a point because I know she's got it. She's been answering every question so far. I want to hear some other voices. Help me find the factor pairs of 36. Remember, we make the factor rainbow. We start with 1 and the number, right? Always 1 and the number. And then help me find the other factor pairs that are there. I know you can do it. We've been doing it the last 2 weeks. Eileen, could you help me?
You can do 2 times
You're right that 2 is a factor, and we know that first and foremost because 36 is even, right? And 2's skip count and land on even numbers every single time. So since it's an even number, we know 2 is a factor. We're trying to find that other factor pair that goes with it. Do you want to skip count real fast? Okay, help me out. We have 2,
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Wait, 24.
We're skip counting by 2.
Oh, yeah. 20, 22, 24, 26,
Close.
26.
Yep, I have that. And then what's 2 more to 26?
28. 30. 32. 34. 36.
Right, so we made it. We landed on it. Now let's count up how many times we had to do that. Yeah, I'll change my color to help us show it. So I say first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
$16. Wait, no. $18.
18, right? So we know another factor pair is 2 times 18. Okay, nice job. Now what about 3? Does 3 go into 36?
Mm,
What do you think? Let's go to Camila on this one. Camila, does 3 go into 36? I see your hands up. If you aren't trying to answer this question, we can change it.
I think yes.
Okay, 3 times what gets us there?
Can I skip count really quick?
Yep. So far on points, Camila's leading the way with 4, and then Katie, Elizabeth, and Eileen have 1. Remember, you earn those points by participating.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and what did you get?
And
How
I
many times?
got 11.
Close.
10.
Other way.
12.
12, right? And we could check because 3 times 11. Well, first off, let's go 3 times 10. Remember, when we multiply by 10, we just add a 0 behind it. So we have 30. Then 3 times 11, we just times by each of the digits. It's 33. And then we know that 3 times 12 is just 3 more. Okay. So 3 times 12, that works. Are there any other ones?
Yes.
Okay, Elizabeth, which ones do you see?
6.
Okay, 6 times what?
6 times 6.
Yeah, 6 times 6. Very good. Are there any other ones? Remember, we keep checking. We did 1, we did 2, we did 3. Now we've done 6. So we need to check 4. Does 4 times something equal 36? What do you think, Elizabeth?
Can I think about it?
Yeah, let's hand it off to Camila. Her hand's up.
4 times 9.
Yeah, 4 times 9. That's the last one. Nice job. So now looking at this, how many factors does 36 have? Remember, this isn't factor pairs, because pairs are 2. How many factors does this have?
5.
So that's a factor pair, remember? Pair means 2. Pair are 2 things that are connected. So 1 and 36 is a pair, but there are 2 factors there. We can also look at how many times a rainbow touches a number. How many numbers are there?
5, but I mean,
So remember, factors are the individual pieces. So like 36 is a factor. 1 is a factor. 2 is a factor. 18 is a factor. But 2 times 18 are a factor pairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So how many numbers are listed here that connect our rainbow together?
$10.
Close. We only count when we multiply together the same number, like 6 and 6. We only count it as 1 because there's only one number, right? You're only it's not 6 times a different number. You're using the same number twice, so we count it as only one factor. Does that make sense? So when I'm trying to count the factors, I like to look at my rainbow and I count it one by one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factors. You see that?
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah, so there are 9 factors for 36 because there's 9 numbers that can be multiplied by a number to get us to 36. Okay, let's do factors of 15 real fast. There's not as many as 36. Can someone help me make a factor rainbow for 15? And I see Camila's hand again. I want to hear from somebody else. Thank you, though, Camila. Remember, you're earning points for how many times you answer questions. Let's see if someone other than Elizabeth can help too, because she's been really active, but they're both getting points for participating. Eileen, can you help me with the factors of 15?
The first one is gonna be 1 times 15.
Okay, so 1 times 15.
Then 2 times.
Is 15 odd or even?
Odd.
Yeah, so if can 2 go into an odd number?
No.
No, you'll always skip count and land on even numbers every time, so 2 doesn't go into it. What about 3?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I multiplying 3 by?
3 times 5.
3 times 5. Are there any other ones?
Mm,
Remember, we
Yes.
try numbers that we haven't tried yet. So the only remaining number left is 4.
yeah.
Does 4 go into 15?
No.
No, it doesn't. So these are the only factors. So there are 4 factors here. Okay. Thank you, Eileen. You get a point for that. Nice job. Okay, let's keep working through this. I know we're getting close on time, but I want to make sure that we have this. So which of these numbers are multiples of 8? Select all that apply. Okay, remember, multiples are what we land on when we skip count. So we say that if we were to skip count by 8 and land on a certain number, that's a multiple of 8. So Katie, which of these numbers are multiples of 8?
16.
Okay, yeah, 16 is one of them. Would you mind helping me list the multiples of 8 up to 100? Because it looks like we go up to 96, so we need to at least try to get to 100.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting at 8.
16.
Yeah, 16.
$32.
That will be one, but we missed one. We have 24 hidden in here, right? 16 plus 8 is 24. And then 24 plus 8 is 32. What's 32 plus 8? Yeah, Tania says 40 in the chat. I'm going to use that. Okay, what's next? What's 40 plus 8?
48.
Yep, 48. Very good. Let's keep going. Okay, can I go to Tania?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tania, can you help me? You seem to be having a good understanding of this. So we're at 56. Can you help us keep going?
64.
Okay, 64.
72.
Okay,
79.
close.
80.
Yep, 80. Just a few more.
88.
Yep, 88.
96.
96. All right, and that's the last one before 100. Okay, so which of those numbers in the list that we just made are in our selection over here? Katie?
40.
Okay, so C,
8.
8.
8. The bottom. 96.
Oh, H. I thought you said 8. Okay, any other ones?
And 72.
Yeah, 72. So those are the 4 of those multiple choice options there. Those are the 4 that are multiples of 8. And we did that by skip counting by 8 and then checking to see which of these numbers is in our list. Okay, does that sound, do you understand that? You understand how we found multiples of 8? Okay. Last problem, we're not going to do 5. So last problem here. Now that we've practiced multiples of 8, hopefully this one is a little bit quicker. I want you to list the multiples of 2 up through 30. Who can help me list the multiples of 2 up through 30? Camila?
Four,
Okay,
6,
so 2 and then 4.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30.
Nice. And then do you want to help me do the multiples of 3, Camila?
Sure. Six,
Starting at 3, so 3, 6, you said.
9,
Okay.
12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30.
Nice. Thank you, Camila. So yeah, here's our multiples of 2 up through 30 and 3 up through 30. Last question. What do you notice about the numbers in the two lists? Are there any that are similar or that are the same, I mean? What are some other things that we notice about the list? And then we'll break apart and we'll be done for the day. Who can tell me numbers that are on both of those lists? Adelina, are you able to see the video and share with us which numbers on both of those lists are the same? Oops, sorry, Katie. I didn't mean to lower your hand. I was just trying to mute. Okay. So
What
which
do
of
you
these numbers,
notice
Adelina?
The one that we just did, or the two, or both of them?
For 2 and 3, which of these numbers in the list are the same for both lists?
Both of them?
Yep. We're looking for common multiples.
Common multiples. Both of them have 12 in it. I just noticed that. Both of them have 12.
Both have 12.
Both have 12. They both have 18.
Okay.
6.
They both have 6.
And they both have 30. They both have 24.
Yep, 24. Any others?
No, I think that's all.
That is all. Nice job, Adelina. Yep. They do share some multiples, and we say that those are common multiples, numbers that they have in common, or multiples that they have in common. Okay. Are there any questions on these practice problems that we did today? Can you give me thumbs up, sideways, down on how you're feeling?
My camera doesn't work, so I can't use my camera.
Okay.
You can
I see
just
some
put a
thumbs
thumbs
up.
up on the chat.
Yeah, you could put a thumbs up on the chat if you're feeling good. Okay, because as a reminder, we're going to go into an assessment tomorrow and might give you some extra time on Thursday to complete it too. But if you think that you can do this on your own, then you're in a good spot because these are the more difficult questions that you'll have on the test, the assessment. Okay. Okay. Let's see, I gave Adelina a point. I'm going to stop sharing. Stop recording first.